Welcome into the era of AI. Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can utilize another tool called Kaiber AI to actually transform a video from a regular video into a cartoon video. So let's go ahead and check this out. Of course, other than the fact that they have animate images, you can take an image and animate it, which we're not really going to be interested in for the most part. We're only going to take this transform feature. And of course, this is, I think it's a pro feature, or you just have access to it, but you're limited. But I'm just going to show you this. If you can't use it, this means it's pro, but it's not a problem. You just get to see it. I have a video of a lady, right? This is the video, and I can go full screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. This is the video. I can actually turn this and make it a cartoon. So if I click edit prompt, it's going to move me here, and I can say lady listening to music. And I can even change the background. I can say in a disco, for example. And here in the style of what? Here we have some styles. You can click to expand, and you can check a style that you like. So if you want this style to be, let's just say, video game or editorial magazine or any kind of style, choose it. For me, I like cinematic. And I'm going to just scroll down and click on video settings, which is going to take us here. I'm going to switch to version 1 because I don't like version 3. I'm going to increase this to 5 and then generate previews. Right now, it's going to give me image previews of how the video is going to look like when it's cartoonish. And I'm just going to go ahead and review them so that we can move on. So here we have the images of how it's going to look like when this is cartoonish. And you can pick one of them. I'll pick the first one. And as soon as you can click on generate, this is going to start generating the video for us. In the meantime, I'd like to introduce you to another tool called Pika Labs. Pika Labs can actually create video assets. So here, I even created some video with some anime. Watch this. That was actually created by me. This also was created by me. This is a video of an AI robot, and you can see it right there. This video of a wizard was also created by me. And it also has some sounds to it. This video of basically Gandalf fighting Saruman was also created by me. So you can create videos. This also was created by me. I took an image and I actually made it become alive. Now, before we dive into this, I would like to go and introduce you to another software because we're going to use the combination of both. Leonardo AI. Go ahead to leonardo.ai and then click on Launch App. All right, so here inside of Leonardo, you can actually use the image generation feature to generate images. By the way, you can do this for free. For Pika Labs, you'll have to have a membership. You have some free trials, but you'll have to have free membership if you want to continue creating videos with Pika Labs. Okay, let's say that right now I'm interested to create let's just say a video of, I don't know, maybe an AI robot. Now, I can go ahead to Leonardo, and I can just say AI robot talking in an interview, right? Let's say I want to generate an AI robot talking in an interview. I'm personally using the photoreal model, which is a pro model, but you can actually use other models here. There are some free models that you can utilize. Feel free to check them out. Feel free to compare all of these models all together. For me, I'm going to switch back to photoreal. The size of the image, I want it to be 16 by 9 inches. So if I click on generate, here I'm choosing to generate 4 images at a time, which means that it's going to generate 4 images, and I get to choose whichever one of them I like. So I'll just wait. So you pick a video, you can pick an image that you like. So let's say you want to create a video of this particular image. Now, the motion feature inside of Leonardo is not made for all, but you can generate images for free for about 7 to 8 images per day. If you want to generate a video with Leonardo, I believe you have to at least have a pro plan, right? Now here, if I click on this generate motion video, right now, I can generate a video. The more you add to the motion, the more this video is going to have some motion. I'd like to leave it at 4, which is standard, and I would like to hit the generate button. Here, when it comes to the image of this robot, I can download it right now, and I can show you with this image that I've just downloaded, I can go and take this image to Pika Labs, and I can actually utilize that image. First of all, let me make sure I downloaded it. Now let me go back into Pika Labs. Here inside of Pika Labs, you can actually create an image by describing it or by uploading, which is the best. Uploading is better. So if I click on upload, it's going to go and upload an image. So let me go ahead, click over here. So as you can see, now it uploaded a picture Describe your story. So here, let me describe what I want this image to be. So I'm going to say AI robot during an interview, for example. And then here you can see there is the lip sync feature available. We can add sound effects to the video as well. You can go and control the styles. You can go to advanced options, add how many frames per second do you want the video to have, the strength of the motion, the consistency with the text, if you want to rotate it and do all of these elements. But I think the description here is good, so I'm just going to go with it. So here, if you want to generate, just click this button, which is going to start generating a video for you based on this text description as well as the image that we provided it with. It's going to generate a video. We can also go back and check the video generated by Leonardo. So here, if I click, notice that we have created a stock video, right? And it looks pretty cool, right? So it is really magnificent. Now there's another software called Leopix. Leopix can actually take an image and can make it 3D. So you can go ahead to Leopix, or it's actually at this point Immersity AI, I would assume. So they changed the title. Now I can sign into my account. I already have an account. And you can take an image, a regular image, and you can also animate it. Now it's not going to make it incredible, but you can actually upload an image and turn it from a still image to a 3D kind of like image, right? We can add angles. It would look like a camera is actually taking some pictures of that. So now it's processing the image. Now, Leopix, or previously Leopix, now Immersity AI, is also pretty good. So here it's basically processing the image. It's quite fast, but quite frankly, it doesn't really add so much to the image. Okay, it doesn't really add so much, but it's really useful in case you're trying to create YouTube videos. Now notice that right now, it has animated it, you see? So it basically makes it look like this is a moving thing. And you can change the animation to whatever you want: circle, horizontal, vertical, zoom, dolly, zoom left, zoom center, zoom right. So you can basically add any type of effect that you want. And pretty much, or you can just use 3D image instead. But to be honest with you, this is just an introduction to the software. I don't really, quite frankly, like it. Now, if you want to use this video of Leonardo, just download it, and you can use it as part of your footage. It's a 4-second video. So if we go back to Pika Labs, it says something went wrong while generating this video. Okay, no problem. Now let me go ahead and just refresh the page. Instead of actually using an image, let me just try to keep it simple. I'm going to say AI robot in an interview. Instead of adding an image, I'm just going to generate it with a text prompt without anything else. There you go. So right now we have this video. I can go ahead full screen and you can see that it looks like a robot talking, doesn't it? So you can see the robot is talking over there. You can even add sound to the video. Now there's already some sound. I just have to activate it. And I can add voiceover. I'm going to introduce you to voiceover in the next lecture. But as you can see, this is real good. It's only 3 seconds, but if you want to increase, if you want to make it 7 seconds, you can click add 4 seconds on top. And what it's going to do, if you click enter, it's going to add another 4 seconds, right? So now you will have this 3-second one, and then you'll have another 4-second one. And by the way, you can also change the scene. So instead of saying AI robot in an interview, you can change the facial expression, such as saying AI robot angry in an interview, which is going to make him angry, right? In the facial expression. And so as you can see right here, we have this particular scene, and you can see that now this is 7 seconds instead of it being 4 seconds. It's showing a robot talking for 7 seconds. And he's even moving his hand at the end of the video. All right. So pretty much that's it for that. Now for Kaiber, we're still waiting for it to generate a particular, or to turn this into an animation. It takes a while. Yes, it does take a while. But you don't need to add a lot of these particular animations in a video. You only need to add about a couple of them. So you don't want to add a lot. But you just have to wait because it takes some time to render. Now, of course, I said I'm going to introduce you to Runway ML, which is what I'm going to do right now. So what is Runway ML? If we go to Runway ML, I can first of all log into my account. It's an amazing software, Runway ML. It can generate images, videos, remove the background off of a video. It can generate avatars, face avatars talking. There is a lot to this tool. and people are not really exploring it to the best of its ability. So, for instance, if you want to generate a image or make an image a video, let's go ahead and check that out. So, image text to image is simple. Image to image is also simple. You can take an image and turn it to another image. You can generate an image based on text, but the ones that I really like is text to video, creating a video based on text. Also, the background removal. So, for instance, here we can put an image. So I'm going to take an image that I've generated earlier using Leonardo, which is that of the default robot. Here, you can describe what you want in that video. So this is an image of a robot. So what I can say robot talking, right? Robot talking. And if you want to generate 4 seconds, just click on generate 4 seconds. There's a lot of elements here that you can control, such as the general settings, camera settings. If you click on the camera settings, you'll see what you can control versus what you cannot control. And basically, just for a try, I just want to show you how great this tool is. So it's going to take that particular element here, right, image, is going to transform that into a video. Now, while that's going at it, here, this is the Kaiber asset. You can see it's now transformed kind of like into an animated version of that lady. And there's a way that you can actually make a transition in between the real scene and the other scene, which we're going to check when we're creating our video. We're going to create I think about a 40-second video to promote some kind of a program or a trailer. We're going to create a trailer, and I'm going to show you how you can ensure that you do that transition. And if you'd like to download it, just click right here on download. In order for us not to lose this asset, you can always, if you have Kaiber Pro, you can always find your assets here in my videos. If you go there, you'll find each and every video that you have ever created. You can see them here. I've created myself as the Joker, the Terminator, quite a lot of characters actually. And you can see that right now, this is the Runway ML scene. Let's go ahead and play it. And you can see that it did really animate it. It added lights to the robot, making it look like a legit robot. So you can see that that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So I really like Runway ML in this sense. You can always go back to the dashboard like this. And there's a lot about Runway ML. You can even transform yourself kind of like in the same way as Kaiber by using the video to video feature. Here, you can take a video, transform it into another video. Now, I already done so many times in the past. So you can take a video of yourself, transform it. But what I'm most interested to show you is the Runway ML background remover. So if I click here on remove background, I can actually show you how you can remove the background using Runway ML. And it's actually very interesting. So I have a video asset here that I'm going to use. So this is something I already uploaded. If you want to upload something afresh, click on upload here and upload a scene. Because I already have scenes here, I'm going to take one that I already used and I'm going to drag it right over here. The moment I drag it, it's going to show up right here. And then here, they're asking me to use the mask. So if I click here, it's going to start. And I can touch places of my face, certain places of my face like this, right? Just to start creating a mask. You can see the mask is being created right now. I can also select parts of this particular, the parts of the particular element that I'm using to record, the mic. And I can just make sure that I select all the parts that I want to stay a part of this particular image and just disassociate only the elements that I don't want to use. So just keep clicking until you can see that green color basically covering all sides that you want to show. And once you're done, you can click done masking, but we're not done masking because this is not a perfect mask. We can make this perfect. So if we click here on exclude, this is exclude, you can click on brush and we can actually remove elements that we don't need. So I can increase the size of this brush and I can remove these green elements because they're just going to make it horrible. Just going to remove all of the green elements that are not part of the body. Only keep the ones that are part of the body. So here, let's just go remove a couple of these elements. So as you can see, they're asking me for watch a tutorial. I don't need to watch a tutorial because I mastered this tool. And so I'm just going to keep removing all those green spaces that are not necessary to show in the video. So here, let's just keep going, keep removing removing all of these elements. So remove, remove, remove. And of course, make sure that you don't keep anything. And some of them are going to slip, and you're going to know that when you're done masking. But just make sure that you watch carefully for anything that might have slipped. Just keep only the elements that you need. And of course, here we have these also. They slipped as well. So let's go and make sure to delete them. And let's go and make sure to delete the rest. Now here, I can decrease the size of the brush because here in between, we have some green spaces there. So let's remove those as well in order to make sure that only the mic is there. Also here we can reduce the size of this some more, and we can basically eliminate this part, which is in between the mic and that line, like that. And I can also come over here in between here, eliminate this. I can also come over here and then just eliminate this. This is just a job that you do as a professional. You try to refine as much as possible to make it a polished job. And there is the include button. So there's not only the exclude button, but there's also the include button if there's something you're afraid that you might have missed. First of all, there's a couple of things here that I still need to remove, like that. And here, I'm going to click on the include button. I'm going to click on the include button. And I would like to include a couple of elements that I didn't include at the beginning. So for instance, I'm going to click include. And I'm going to include the elements that I need to include. So for example, this extra space or this extra spot right there, this extra spot right here. And for example, here I don't really need to do much. Just need to include this as well. And reduce the brush in size a bit. Move it right here. And then there's just a slight include right there. And let's see if this is good, if this is great, by clicking on done masking. And when I'm done masking, they're going to show me if I did it right. If I didn't do it right, you can always go back and edit the mask, right? By just clicking here, there's a button here, which enables you to edit the mask. You see it there. And you can re-edit your mask if your mask was not done enough, was not good enough. I see from here that there is just a tiny bit that was not done, was not good enough on the top of my head, right here. So I can go back and click edit mask. Now the mic, I don't really think there is much that I can do, but obviously I can do something. Now exclude, increase, and then let's exclude this particular part by clicking on the brush. And then I'm just going to exclude this part that still shows up like that. On the top of my head as well, there's some green stuff that needs to be removed. Here as well on this side, there's some stuff. So just keep removing. And now if I'm done masking, it's going to be significantly better than before. Of course, you can strive to make it better by just taking some time and making it better. Of course, just go ahead and make sure that you explore things for yourself as well. Do not only rely on our teachings. For example, here, I could have gone and also, so here if I edit the mask, I could have gone and removed that extra bit. So if I edit the mask again, I'm going to click on exclude, click on the brush. Here on my ears, I can go and just clean this up. And I can go as well to include, and I can include the part that I just removed accidentally, like that. And now I would assume if I'm done masking, it's going to be a bit different, a bit better. So let's check this out. And once you're done masking, you can add a background such as a matrix or something to the background as long as you add it underneath this, and you can export it to an MP4, and that's pretty much it for this particular tutorial. Let's just get done with this to move on to pretty much voiceover AI. Now it's not perfect, but you can go here to the upload, to the assets or upload. Now here I already happen to have an asset of a matrix, and I can drag it right here. And if I place it right there, it's going to come right on top of the scene, which is going to basically cover it, right? So it's going to cover my face. But if I take my scene and drag it on top of the other scene, it's going to be placed right in there. So as you can see, when I dragged it on top, now I'm right over here, and this is how it would look, right? I would look like I'm inside of that area over there. And that's pretty good because I really did a pretty good job here with this particular green screen. So hopefully you've liked this particular video. You can export a project like this by clicking export. You can export it to 720p. This is a limited version, and you can export video, which is going to take some time, but eventually it's going to export your video. And that's that. Stay tuned for I'll see you in the next video.